We're live in the kitchen. Woo!
It's been a while.
It has been a while, but here we are. Come on.
Here we are.
Come on, go.
And technical.
And you know, the way it goes, it's not gonna, it's mad at me. So I can't open the show with our little song.
Is it doing it again?
No, I can't find the button. It was going. I checked it right before too. How about this one? Nope. Nope, it's a tech difficulty. We cannot introduce ourselves tonight.
Hello, everyone. This is the Kitchen. Normally we have a theme song.
Normally we have a theme song and everything, but no.
Okay.
Not now.
Welcome. Hi. Hope everybody's well. Thanks for your patience.
Yeah. It's been a hot one, but I'm glad to have all the rain and it's cooling down some, and I flew in over New Mexico and it was so green.
Yes.
We were all in the plane going, "Oh my God, look at it, so green."
We drove it and it was stunning, even in Arizona too. Okay, so someone says, "Why don't you all hum it?" Oh, well.
Oh. We could actually, but we won't torture you with that.
A little polka here and there. I bet that's Peggy.
Yeah, it could be.
Or
too bad we can't have her hum it with us.
Yeah, I know, right? I wish the technology were a little bit more advanced. Like you could have a studio audience. Or something, you know, that they're with you. You're not just writing. But
speaking of a studio audience,
I did that. See how I did that?
Girl, you're a professional. Okay, before we talk about that, we're gonna just announce that Liswa, my sister girl, is nominated for an Emmy. Yay!
So there's nothing better. I mean, yes, you don't do things for awards, but I worked on this film for many years. It's called However Wide the Sky, and I produced it with Silver Bullet Productions, and there was a very large team of people on this, not just me. It's narrated by Tattoo Cardinal. It's just a beautiful, beautiful film about sacred lands in the Southwest and the state of them, and I'm super proud of it. But I have to say, you know, years in the making, what to make these labor of love documentaries, and you know, and then COVID happened. And so it's been really nice to have that after all this time and to have people see it. And that's the most important thing. And if you're in the Santa Fe area on Friday night, the 19th, it is actually screening at the Violet Crown at 5:30. So there you go.
It's a lovely documentary. It's very moving, and really, I learned a lot about our sacred spaces that are in our state and a little beyond our borders, but it was great. I got to see it at the Lensic, and there was a talk back afterwards, which was really informative and enlightening, and it's a great doc.
I'll just add that Pam Pierce, who is the head of Silver Bullet Productions, they not only do they make incredible feature documentaries on very important issues, but the cool thing about them is they go into the pueblos, and they, with native crews, and they teach young, like teenagers, how to document their stories on film. And they have all these workshops and programs, and it's
so great.
A really important.
So their culture doesn't get lost. Kind of making up for all those Indian schools.
And we talk about that in the movie. It's just there's so much as Americans we have to educate ourselves on what happened in our past.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna leave that one right there.
Yeah. All right.
There's a lot.
So check it out. If you're in Santa Fe, can you still see it on PBS?
It is probably they're gonna probably air it again, I'm guessing, in November, but check your local listings in the Southwest and in Southern California. And if you don't have it in your area, you can always call your local PBS station and ask for it.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Called However Wide the Sky. Just go to Silver Bullet Productions website, and it's all the info's there. Anyway, thanks for that, Debriana. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very proud of the team and of the film. And
Yes. I'm so proud of you too.
It's exciting. Yeah. So we used to have these careers before Corona Kitchen. By the way.
Remember that?
We still do, but COVID took a little, little sidestepping, and we started this venture of all of you know us for. But actually, right before COVID, Debriana was about to go to London and do her one-woman amazing show called The Meatball Chronicles about her life in her big Italian family and all of the, saga. So,
around food and cooking and life in general.
And so, which, makes Corona Kitchen makes perfect sense. So anyway, she's revived the show, and we are doing a film version this Saturday with a live audience because her goal is to get it into big theaters, and in order to get into those big regional theaters like the Guthrie, the Goodman, Mark Taper, or New York, or any of that kind of jazz at that level, you have to submit really high quality made taped versions of it. So that's what we're doing, because we're gonna get her there. She's gonna get herself there.
So yeah, that's this Saturday if you guys are around in the beautiful historic theater in Penasco. So it's beautiful. It's a great spot. It's a great place to drive to get away and eat at Sugar Nymphs, the restaurant next door. So that's what we're doing.
Tell you, I had never been to Sugar Nymphs after living in New Mexico for so many years, and it is delish comfort food, and it's right next door to the theater. You could go to dinner, go to theater, go to lunch, go to theater.
Yeah,
have a good time.
Good. So today, it's about the cucumber.
What are you doing, Debriana?
Well, all of a sudden, I think both you and I, because we get cooking stuff now because of what we're doing. They thank you. They have been showing us each individually. We were going, what the heck is with this smashed cucumber?
There's a trend. Just okay. I will full disclosure admit, I have never smashed a cucumber. Okay, I have only.
And you know how much I love smashing.
I know.
And I never have either.
I've just done, the circles, the half circles, or diced, or sticks. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. So now we're gonna try the smash.
Apparently, it's a thing, and Debriana's got just the device.
But you don't have to have the device. You could just use your big fat knife.
Or could you use like a cast iron pan, or?
Yeah, you could. I'm sure. I don't know. It might be a little heavy, but smashed potatoes. Yes, I do smash potatoes. I have smashed potatoes. I love smashed potatoes.
If you ever have to get frustrations out, this recipe is perfect.
Yes. All right. So this is what I'm just going to do. What it says.
Okay.
You cut it in half, the cucumber, like that. And now you're going to use English cucumbers or those Persian cucumbers. Those are smaller, but the skin is very edible. And I think you want to keep the skin on because the point is to have some kind of crunch. And also, after you smash the cucumber, something to hold it together.
We won't have anything. Yeah, and the English cucumbers and Persian cucumbers are by nature crispier than the ones you grow in your garden.
They're the only ones I ever buy anyway, to tell you the truth. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, full disclosure. Same.
Yeah. Only thing I do. Okay, so you slice them in half that way. In half.
Mm-hmm.
Then it says you're supposed to smash it with the back of your knife. We're going to see how that goes. Oh, yeah, that's easy.
You mean like garlic? Like garlic smash?
Yeah, like smashing it like garlic. And here comes my husband. He's gonna let you do a close up here.
You could zoom in.
He's gonna show us what it's all about right now. Okay, see, it's just like I would never think to do this.
Me neither. Okay, so you're just smashing it, and look, the seeds pop right out. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
And I think it's breaking down the tissue of the the cell membrane. I guess because it's not really tissue; it's not animal, but it's smashed.
Okay.
And I've got 2 big cucumbers, and then it says to cut it into bite-sized pieces. So I'm doing that.
Okay.
And then some recipes said you have to you can let this sit for a couple of hours. This one said, 15 minutes to 30 minutes, or up to 4 hours in the refrigerator.
So it like marinates, or?
Yeah, no, this is what you're going to do. I'm putting them in a colander.
Okay.
And then you're going to put salt on them. It's kind of like eggplant.
Oh, okay.
When you're
yeah,
getting some of the moisture out
and the bitterness.
Yeah, that's true. Out of the probably out of the skin.
Do we need to put salt on ourselves?
Get rid of some of that bitterness out from the last 4 years.
Had the bitterness.
Yeah, I might need a little salt. My husband ran away. He's going. Yeah.
Where'd he go? Okay, somebody's saying cucumber from the garden? Question mark. Well, yeah, the kind from the garden that are just, what do you call them? They're just regular, the kind of regular cucumbers, not the English or Persian ones. They're the regular ones. You know what I mean? What are the regular cucumbers called? Yeah,
regular cucumbers. Just regular old hothouse American.
Yeah.
Are too. The skin is too tough to actually really eat.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I know some people do it.
Peel them, or at least make it checkered, because they're
bitter. Yeah,
it's bitter.
It is bitter. Yeah. So I don't like them for that. That's why you're doing it with these either Persians or the English ones. Okay, so now they're all in the colander.
I'd say they're big. It's like they're smashed and kind of bigger bites.
Yeah, they got big. All right, so now I'm going to take a hefty bit of kosher salt, and just let that, like, I'm going to mix it up so the salt gets all over, and then I'm going to, like, if you were going to let it sit in the refrigerator for a while, you wouldn't need to weight it, I don't think, because it would do it on its own. But I'm going to weight it so it like presses the water out, and I'm going to let that sit for 15 minutes or so while I make the dressing.
I have never done this with cucumbers.
Yeah, so this is what I do. I take a plate, and then but because the plate is cleaner than the bottom of a frying pan, and then here, look, a bunch of cans.
There you go. Okay, Kelly says David is allergic to smashing. Is that true?
No. Well, he just gets out of the way when I'm smashing. So I'm just going to set that aside, and the weight on top is going to, from the cans is going to press down on it. Okay. And then we'll just set those over there out of the way. All right. And then we're going to make the dressing. So this is a Chinese kind of recipe, like, soy sauce and stuff. But I saw there were some other recipes, like you could just do it with lemon and celery salt or something. But I really liked the kind of Asian idea.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I know you can go like the Greek way too, with like yogurt and cucumber and garlic.
Yeah, make a creamy one. I guess the idea is just to smash the cucumber because it absorbs whatever dressing better than it. I'm guessing that's the whole reason. But otherwise, it was fun to get my a little aggression out for today.
Your smash on. Get your smash on.
Let's get my smash on. All right, so this is out of my garden. Some scallion. I'm going to do that. Chop that up. And that's going to go in the dressing. And that did right out of the garden.
Yay.
So I just have 2 pieces, but I think if you had, one from the grocery store, that would probably work.
Okay. Why is
And
it that we only have 3 cucumber options in American grocery stores?
you know, I grow the yellow ones because they're round and they're like apples. I just pick them and eat them outside.
And if you go to the farmer's market, you can find different kinds of cucumber too. That's the only place. I mean, it's like, why do we only get 3?
I don't know. Well, you know, there's a bazillion kinds of bananas too, and we only get 1 or 2, I guess, if you consider plantains.
Yeah.
We're deprived.
We only get, but we get a lot of different kinds of apples.
We do. I guess apples are American. I don't know. I just added 2 teaspoons of sugar, regular sugar.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. You can use rice vinegar or black vinegar. I mean, and if you didn't have either of those, I'm sure you could just use a white vinegar. However, rice vinegar is made from rice, and it's supposed to have a lot of like micronutrients in it. And black vinegar is actually made from black rice and other grains. The difference is because of the way it's aged, it's got a little bit of a smoky flavor.
Wow.
And I just happen to have some, so I'm going to use it. But
and you got those from the Asian market?
Yeah, both of them I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to add a tablespoon and a half of black vinegar. I just really like the way black vinegar tastes.
Yeah.
It doesn't have as harsh an edge on it as some vinegars do. And then I have this beautiful organic toasted sesame oil.
Ooh.
Yummy.
Good.
Yeah. I love sesame oil. All right, so 2 teaspoons of that.
I love sesame noodles.
We haven't made those, have we?
I know.
How did we do that? All these 300 episodes, and we haven't done sesame noodles?
It just came to me.
What? How did that happen?
That's cold sesame noodles. What?
All right, I also have this beautiful organic aged soy sauce.
So all of the things that you're talking about, what we want people to understand is there is a whole array of vinegars and oils and soy sauces and things that you think there's just 1 or 2 things for. Please go in your nearest, there are a lot of Asian markets all over the country, and just to see all of the different things that are possible with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's so, I love going in. We have to do a trip one time, you and I do have to go to Tallinn.
We should just do a Tallinn show. Why don't we?
Yeah, we should. It's so much fun.
It's a great idea. Oh, that would be fun. Oh, there's some weird stuff. There's some snaky stuff. And
oh yeah, snakes in a jar. Oh, it's so fun.
Other kinds of things.
A tablespoon of regular oil, like I have olive oil because that's always what I cook with. And let's see. Oh, 2 large cloves of garlic are going in the dressing.
Yum.
So yeah, this is a giant clove of garlic actually, but I don't mind because I like it.
This dressing would probably go on a lot of things.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking actually that it's very similar. Like we're gonna have this tonight for dinner with Chinese chicken wings.
Yum.
And the marinade I use for that is quite similar to this. So you really could use it as a marinade for chicken or probably fish too. I would think like a salmon would be good on that.
Hey, that Chinese chicken wing, is that in the cookbook? Or I can't remember.
You know, I don't know if I did those in the cookbook. You know, the recipe I have, I probably should have because the recipe I have is from my stepmom.
The wings,
it was one of the first ones.
You did a wings appetizer.
Yeah, I've done a couple wings. I did it with I think apricots because I got apricots.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I think chicken wings are a palate for a lot of things. So I always have fun with doing all kinds of things with those. So we have 2 cloves of garlic in there. This might be a little more garlicky than that was a giant clove.
I like it garlicky.
Yay!
That would be a good T-shirt. I like it garlicky.
I don't have cilantro. I have, because I'm not a big fan. I have parsley, but this is flat leaf parsley.
Okay. But you could use cilantro?
Yeah, you could use cilantro. I just like flat leaf parsley. I use it for everything.
Pretty much.
And then you don't have to deal with people going, oh, I don't eat cilantro. It tastes like soup. I know people have that reaction, and I don't know why.
It's a weird herb how there's just, how people feel.
Yeah, a weird chemical reaction. And then I have this chili sesame oil.
Mmm.
And I'm going to add a teaspoon of that to this. Because I want a little.
I was thinking about that chili honey that you gave me. It was so good.
Isn't it good?
So good.
And you know what? There's another vinegar. I have to show you. If you guys have a Trader Joe's near you, oh my God, this vinegar.
Oh.
It is so delicious. I cannot tell you.
Okay.
It's agrodolce white wine vinegar with grape must, and it's got a viscosity to it. It's like got a syrupy quality.
Ooh.
It is delicious. And so now every time I go in Trader Joe's, I buy 2 bottles because you know what they do in there.
Well, that and that vanilla paste are gone in 5 minutes.
And they only have that vanilla paste around baking time. Like they think nobody bakes.
Right.
In the summer. Yeah. So I'm going to add very thinly sliced celery to mine.
Okay.
And I'm going to cut it on the diagonal because I love celery and I love the crunch of it. And I just love that flavor with cucumbers.
And I love the look of the diagonal. I do too.
I like it too.
I have to say.
And then I'm going to add a little bit of ginger. And we all know about my ginger dish, right?
This is so good. Yeah, if you don't have Debriana's ginger dish, you can also use it with garlic. It is a fabulous little tool.
Yeah, see, it's a little dish and it has raised bumps on it. And you just rub it, and then you take it off with a little. It comes with a little brush, and you do not have to peel ginger, FYI. So I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of fresh ginger, and this gets
so
all out of it. I know it's going to be great. Okay, so now I'm just going to mix that up. And that's the dressing for the cucumbers. Yum, it smells fabulous. Okay, I'm going to taste it. Oh my God, that's delicious. Woo! And it's got just a little heat. It's going to be wonderful on the cucumbers. So now let's check those, actually. Maybe they're close.
Did a lot of water come out? You know...
Let's see.
I'm just thinking about what you're doing. Like, sometimes you get cucumber salad and you put it in the fridge and it gets really mutilated and soggy. Is this sort of preserve it longer or something?
Yeah, it's draining out. I'm getting water in the bottom, which is what I wanted to have happen. Wow. So I'm going to go ahead and let this keep going for a little bit because it looks like you can see they're getting very moist. I don't know if you can see it. We'll show you. They're getting very moist, so you can see the glisten on them.
Yeah,
that's all that water coming out of them.
Wow.
So I think that's why you do it so that the dressing gets more absorbed and it's not diluted in all the water from the cucumber.
It makes sense. It totally makes sense. And I'm having a whole new cucumber consciousness because this is wasn't even in my brain about cucumbers.
I know, I am too. I'm like, wow, this is exciting. I can't wait to have the salad. Okay, so that's the dressing. I'm going to mix it in about, probably 30 minutes after everything's cooked. And then I'm going to just do a squeeze of a half of a lime.
I was going to ask you if you were going to do lime.
Yeah, of half a lime on top just to finish it. And I have these beautiful white sesame seeds.
Whoa. Yeah,
and I'm going to put that on top just to finish it.
That's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good.
A perfect
So
salad.
happy. Yeah, it's a great, like for the summer, I love like a cool thing on the side. I don't eat a lot of salad in the winter, but in the summer I really do. Pulls you down.
And it's so hot in a lot of our country right now, all over the place. In California, they're having a heat wave again in the hundreds.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's intense right now for a lot of people. So nice, cool, cooling cucumber. It's nice to have. Hello.
Cucumber. You're cool.
Look who's that.
Oh, David, taste the dressing. What do you think?
Where is it?
It's right here.
Oh, it smells amazing. Wow.
Take a little taste.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh man. Woo. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's what you want. No, don't be doing that.
Kelly says, please save me a plate.
You know I always do. So that's the story, people. I will take a picture and post it up, and you'll see it in a little while.
Yum, yum, yummy, yum.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you guys joined us tonight. And if you're in Santa Fe, come see my show on Saturday at 4 o'clock at the Penasco Theater. If you Google Maps Sugar Nymphs before you leave town, because you'll lose connectivity way up in the mountains, but so beautiful.
It's a little over an hour. Gorgeous drive. Get away from the crowds.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, today is primary day in some places. Our Velociraptor, Liz Cheney, will probably lose. Yeah, for my stuffhead friends out there, we know what that means. Yeah, she's probably going to lose. But, you know, a lot of things are going on. So this is what we need to do. We need to do things. We need to join our Instagram account and join other groups that are doing things.
Yeah.
If you want to join groups that are making phone calls, writing letters and postcards, or, you know, you can just do 20. If everybody did 20, we'd reach everybody.
You know,
So any one of these groups, and there's also, if you can't do anything, you're a working person and you're just tired, and I get that, you can donate. You can donate to an organization like this because they are following all the local races across the country and moving money where they need to.
I just got an email from my cousin Stisha today about an organization called Head Count, and it's from Global Citizen, and you can sign up to be a poll worker and help run fair elections.
I just signed up for that today.
Great. Another thing I want to tell people out there, since I have a child going to college this fall, and that means they are of voting age. Make sure your kid who's a freshman has an absentee ballot. So get that done, and before you order it before they leave. So you want those votes of those Gen Zs getting out there going to school. So.
Yep. Yes, Sugar Nymphs does rock.
It does.
One of our viewers has been there with me.
Yay! Oh, it is so yummy. God, it's good. I just dream about those scones.
I know.
I love scones.
Me too, so much. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll be having next week after the shoot.
We'll report. It's going to be great, and have a wonderful week, and stay safe out there.
Yeah. Oops. Why is that starting over there? Technical difficulties in every direction tonight.
Thanks, Facebook. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Bye,
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching.